everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. Today I'm reading the book Splat, the Cat. It's written and illustrated by Ross Scotton, who also wrote Russell the Sheep, another great author. If you have a look at this picture, what do you think Splat might be up to? He's got some pencils and he's got a bag. Let's see if the blurb tells us. Splat the cat. It's Splat's first day at school, and he's worried. What if he doesn't make any new friends? Just in case, Splat hides his pet mouse Seymour in his lunchbox. Soon Splat meets the class and begins cat lessons. School seems okay after all, until Seymour escapes at lunchtime. Can Splat keep all his friends, old and new? I don't know. I've actually been in a classroom, I'm making a connection with that, where we did have a little mouse nest inside one of our cupboards. So we were all running around the classroom and so were the mice. It was crazy. Has that ever happened to you? Let's find out what Splat does. Oh look, he's already painting something. It was early in the morning, and Splat was wide awake. Today was his first day at cat school, and his tail wriggled wildly with worry. There's a lot of words there. Wildly, worry, and wiggled. He looks like he's got a bit of a worried face, and he's sleeping with the mouse. That's quite unusual, isn't it, for a mouse and a cat to be friends? What's he doing now? If I hide from the day, maybe it'll go away, he thought. It didn't go away. Time to get up, said his mum. He just doesn't want to go. He's a bit nervous. Are you getting a bit nervous about your first day of school? That's coming soon for lots of you, isn't it? Time to get dressed, said his mum. I don't have any clean socks, Mum. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. You don't wear socks, said Mum. I'm having a bad hair day, Mum. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. His mum combed his hair. Perfect, she said. Do you think he's making excuses? Do you sometimes make excuses because you don't want to do something? Don't forget your lunchbox, said his mum. I'll need a friend today, thought Splat, and he dropped his pet mouse Seymour into his lunchbox. Do you think that's a good idea? I'm thinking what I know about mice. Don't mice eat sandwiches? I wonder what's going to happen. Time to go, said his mum. The front door won't let me out, Mum. The gate won't let go of my fingers, Mum. The lamp post won't get out of my way, Mum. You can ride your bike if you like, Splat, said his mum. So he did, but he didn't say a single word. Oh boy. He's getting very worried because they're getting closer and closer to school. Do you think he's got anything to worry about? No way, school is going to be super fun. Welcome to cat school, said a big round cat. I'm Mrs. Wimpy Dimple, your teacher. Now, when the children at school talk to me, they call me Mrs. Jones. I'm not sure about a teacher called Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Splat's mum gave him a hug. I'll be back soon, she said. You'll be fine. Everyone, this is Splat. Let's welcome him into our class, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. She looks very friendly and very nice. Hi, Splat. Everybody's smiling and super happy to meet him. Look at all the different kids in the classroom. And this one here is reminding me of what's happening in year 1 at the moment. Lots of children losing their teeth. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple began. Cats are amazing, she said. We're clever, cunning, and quick. Am I amazing too? Asked Splat. Do you think he's amazing? I think we're all amazing in our own way, aren't we? But I like all the describing words, the adjectives that the teacher was using. Amazing, clever, cunning, and quick. Cats climb trees, drink milk, and chase mice, she continued. That's usually what they do, isn't it? Why do we chase mice? Asked Splat. It's what we do, replied Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Why? Asked Splat. Because. Why? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple sighed. Lunchtime, she announced. Why do you think Splat is very interested in the reason that cats chase mice? I think you're right. He's got a pet mouse, so he doesn't understand why cats have to chase mice. It's good that he's asking a question, isn't it? If you don't know something, it's always good to ask. It's lunchtime though. What's going to happen when he opens his lunchbox? Splat opened his lunchbox. Mouse! The cats did what cats do. What are they doing? Bit different to humans. When we see a mouse, we run the other way. But when cats see a mouse, they run towards it. What do they want to do to it? You're right, they want to eat it. Seymour hid behind a glass bottle, and when the cats saw his face through the glass, they screamed and ran away. Now this is a little bit of science knowledge here. If the cat's hiding behind the glass is magnifying his face. It's making it bigger. He looks a bit scary. He looks like a giant mouse. They screamed and ran away. Seymour did what all mice want to do. Stop! cried Splat. Splat! They didn't stop. They ran over the top of him. He's trying to explain that the mouse is his friend. They don't need to chase him. Enough, Mrs. Wimpy Dimple said, and it ended. It's milk time. Hooray! But the door to the milk cupboard was stuck. No milk today, announced Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Aww. Nothing more than nice cold milk is what cats like to drink. Splat whispered into Seymour's ear. Seymour nodded, and then, a moment later, the door swung open. Yum! What do you think happened? He whispered in Seymour's ear. Seymour went over to the cupboard, and then it opened. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple wrote again on the blackboard. Cats don't chase mice. Hooray! Cheered the class. Soon it was home time. Splat's mum returned and gave him a hug. Do you know what happened? The little mouse got inside the cupboard and opened it up for them so they got their milk. What a kind thing to do, because they were chasing him, trying to eat him. Now they're all friends. Seymour looks very happy. I've got lots of friends. Cats don't chase mice, and I'm amazing. So he learnt some things at school, didn't he? And he even taught some things at school. Do you know what? Sometimes the teachers are learning from you while you are learning from them. It was early the next morning and Splat was wide awake. Today was his second day at cat school and his tail wiggled wildly with excitement. He looks really happy and he's not worried at all, and he's even got his school bag packed. Something that you're going to have to learn to do with your mums and dads or carers. That was a great book. I hope you enjoyed Carmen's Australian Storytime, And I hope that you're getting excited about your first day of school if it's going to be one for you, or if you're going into a new level next year. That will be amazing. All right, have a good day, everyone. See you next time.